Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Mikey, don't even start. Do you see that? Just because I'm talking to you, Mikey's going to try and sneak in under the chair. That's he like. Put these there. I'm burning up, everyone. Please excuse the way I look. Burning up. It's no fun when you've got hot flushes and you've got to do ironing. Wait to get the chat up. Oh, it's good. Oof. Oof. What a mess I look. Please forgive me. I'll look better on Saturday for you. There's my son with coat hangers. Thank you, darling. There we go. Good morning, lovely Laura and Danny. Good morning. Oh, it's good. I'm burning up. I've got the back door open and everything. Ooh, right, let's get started again. I've actually done a wee bit, but I still was to go. He's took away my shirt, so he has. Get it off again. And Mikey, get out of there. Under the chair. Next they'll be trying to lie on the clean washing. That'll be everything fail then. Good morning, Christina. Good morning. Well, I've been my swimming and everything, and I thought I'd get this ironing done because, quite frankly, it was overflowing. It was overflowing. That's when I wanted to do it. The basket was well overflowing. Peter, you're away with my white t-shirt.
What's up?
You took my white t-shirt.
Oh.
One of mine. Christina, yes, she did. I actually seen her yesterday morning. She was there. This morning I forgot. I left my card in the car, and when I got there, I went. I left my card, but they let me in anyway. They let me in. But yesterday morning she was there, and I just went in and I said, "Good morning," like that to her, and she went, "Morning." I said, "How are you this morning?" And she went, "I'm good, thanks." And I went, "Good, good," and away I went. Kill them with niceness. Never mind revenge. Kill them with niceness. I'll tell you, that burns them up more than anything. If you're nice to them. Oh, the weather's lovely. I'll show you out the window. I'll show my son's doing a bit of brushing for me, which is great. But sunny skies. So I'll maybe get out to sit for a wee while later. But I am actually burning up with all the hormones. Yes, it's nice today, thank goodness. I don't know what Poppy's doing. Poppy's up there eating something.
Poppy!
Never a dull moment when you've got Jack Russells. Oh. Yes, Laura, yes. And I'm feeling a wee bit down today, actually, to tell you the truth. You know how my brother's going through the cancer just now. Well, the Opties, mind I told you that there's my lovely open-minded. Good morning, open-minded. And then open-minded said good morning to you, Peter.
Oh, hi.
So, know how I told you that they found another little bit of cancer in my brother's liver? Well, the Opties dose of this chemo tablet, but he said non-stop diarrhoea, and he's not told them about it. And this has been, I don't know how long this has been going on, but it's been going on a while. If he's anything like me, it's because it happened to me exactly. So he phoned up this morning and they've told him he's going to hospital and take an overnight bag with him. So he's in hospital, but he's in the best place, and what they'll do is they'll tweak his medication and stop the diarrhoea. And I was talking to my mum, and exactly the same thing happened to me. Exactly. When I went on to the second lot of chemo, know how I told you I had two different kinds. I had the red stuff and then I had the clear stuff. When I went on to the clear stuff, that was like the bone killer. when I went on to that, I had the most terrible diarrhoea. I'm talking, no sooner had I come out the toilet and sat down, but I was rushing back in. And like my brother, I didn't tell them. I didn't want to tell them because I didn't want to waste their time in case, you know, I was going to waste their time, and I didn't want to do that. So on my next appointment, they were asking me how I was, and I said to them about the diarrhoea, and they went crazy. I'm telling you, the nurse tore, she ripped me a new arse, I suppose. They tore shreds out of me because she was going, do you not realise how serious this is? This is very, very serious when you're going through chemo, blah, 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 blah. So she got tore right into me. But what they done with me was they just reduced the dosage of the chemo slightly and gave me tablets, and that sorted it out. So I'm hoping that that's what they're going to do with him. He's in the best place. He's in the bed, and he's not been sleeping as well, I was told. So they'll sort him out. He'll have a good sleep, and they'll do all his medication and everything like that. So, and I'm not too. Of course, I'm worried about it, right? But I'm not too worried about it because the same thing happened to me. So I'm just hoping that he's going to be okay and everything. Good morning, lovely M. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Christina. Yes, he'll be fine, but he's like me, stubborn. He's like me, you're waiting until you're dying before you phone the doctor. I'm like, I avoid them like the plague, so I do. And then I get into trouble for not phoning sooner. Yes, open-minded. What it is mind I told you that they found another little bit of cancer in his liver. Well, they upped his medication a couple of weeks ago, and since then he's had really bad diarrhoea, and not said to them, just kept it to himself. And then today, I suppose today was the last straw for him, and he couldn't handle it anymore. And he phoned, not emergency, 111 I think it is, the phone. And they said to him, take an overnight bag with you, you'll be getting kept in. So he's away at hospital just now, but we won't be able to go up and visit him or anything like that. But my son's just after farting. Sorry if he's heard that. This is real life. Yes, open-minded pride. Rose, the exact same thing happened to me. Exactly. They changed my chemo, and I'm telling you, no sooner had I sat down and I was running to the toilet again. It was terrible. So they reduced the amount of chemotherapy, and they gave me tablets, and that sorted it out. So I'm thinking that's what they're going to do, but he's not been sleeping, so you know what they're like. You've got to do as you're told when you're in hospital. See, he can talk his wife into things and stuff like that, but there's my son hoovering. He'll be after money. And I've not got any. Yes, Rose, it was like, not to be too gross, but when I done it, I remember it was like acid. It felt like acid coming out of me when I was going through all that. Yes. He better not, because I do his washing. He better not be. So that's what's going on today. But as I say, I'm happy in a way because they won't take any nonsense off him. He'll be told to take it easy and rest and everything. Sky, it was on schedule. My video last night was on schedule because I thought it was for lovely Keely. That was Keely's video, so I put it up nice and early so that by bedtime over in the US. Oh, it is terrible. I mean, I remember it was terrible for me. Luckily enough, we've got a cream called Sudocrem, and I remember putting that on my bum. It was so bad. It was really, really terrible. But he's been suffering and not saying anything to anybody. But listen, I can't even give him any trouble because I done exactly the same thing. I get shouted at off a nurse. A nurse gave me into trouble. I felt like crying. In fact, maybe I was. I might have even been crying. because you're meant to tell them anything when you're going through these kind of treatments. You've got to tell them anything that's wrong with you. If my temperature went to 38, I was to pack a hospital bag and get in. That's what it's like. That's how lethal this stuff is that they're putting in you. But as I say, his isn't late. Yes, you late, Sky. I don't think he was embarrassed. He's like me. There's not really much that I'm embarrassed about. As I say, I'd go into a doctor's now and just take my kit off right away. You know, and I'm going in with a sore finger most of the time. That's me. Why have you took all your clothes off, Linda? Oh, no, just used to it. Just used to it. Where do you want me, doctor? Get flung out of the building. See, that's how they put me in special wards. Put me in the special wards when I go into hospital. They must have notes about me. Thank you, everyone. I'm sure he's going to be okay. He just needs his medication tweaked. He's left it a long time. He could have been dehydrated. He probably is dehydrated and everything. So they'll probably give him loads of fluids. And he probably needs loads of fluids because you know what it's like. It dehydrates you, all of that. Takes all the vitamins and everything. You need your, what they call, your salt and sugar level. What is that called again? Electrolytes. You'll need all that, I'm sure. But that's what he's like. He's been doing that and not telling anybody. But again, he was meant to be going away next week for a few days and I was going to be looking after the cat. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not now. We just need to wait and see. We need to just play it by ear. Mikey, don't be prancing about. Mikey likes to prance about the Burnie Iron. A dog. Don't you? Right, so who started Christmas shopping? There we go. Change of subject. Who's already started? I have. I've started. And do you know what else I've started doing? I won't mind telling you. Watching the Rockettes Christmas special. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad you liked my glasses. That's my serious glasses I was wearing because I was a doctor, you see. That's a good thing about doing ASMR. I can be lots of different people and get away with it, you know. Hi Chai, good morning. Yes, I've already started doing Christmas shopping, so I have. I was thinking about doing a video with it because I got my he doesn't watch my videos, my ex-husband, but I've got him create a beer again, and it's like German beer, and it's like all different kinds of, I mean I can't read it, it's in German. But I could show you the bottles, do ASMR and show you the bottles and stuff. I done that a few years ago, right? When I think about it. Sky, see that's what I'm doing. I have Halloween and Christmas at the same time. Yeah, a few years ago I done an ASMR video with my ex-husband's crate of beer. And I was lifting the beer out and I was tapping on the beer bottles. And I was kind of shaking them like this, right? And somebody said, that's what you want to do with your ex-husband so that when he pops it open he loses an eye. I said that the fizz would have calmed down by then. Hi sweet virus, good morning. I'll need to look at that. I was dying the other day with all the things that you were putting on Facebook. You know, that's what you need, is a good laugh sometimes. But I'm burning up, I really am burning up. Open-minded, I like to put my Christmas decorations up, and because I'm old, I like to listen to the Partridge Family. I do. Yes, cleaning and listening, that's good, virus. You're a bit of a Grinch. Well, see if you were here, Sky, I would have you like you'd be Christmatised, if that's even a word. I'd have you in tinsel every day. No way, no. You're not going to see Elvis, are you? You're not going to tell me that, are you? Please, Lord, no. I hope he's not. The man that reduces the steak within an inch of its life. He boils steak. This was a teaching video when he was teaching us how to make a steak. boiling it for 20 minutes. Oh, well, I hope YouTube does its thing. I don't think you can get a monetised channel. I think once they terminate you, you're not allowed to monetise your channel, but I suppose you could still have a PayPal button. Virus, see, I just love it's not so much the gifts for me, I just love everything else. The food and all that. The decorations. I love the smell of the decorations. That's what crazy I am. See when I'm putting up my tinsel, I smell it. And then put the tinsel up. Yes, please send me a link. I'll need to see that. That sounds terrible. Well, I knew it wouldn't take long. With some woman. Well, who knows? He had some wee boy the other night, so who knows where he got this woman from. I'm surprised MD would have him on a panel after that disgusting display the other day. Oh, see, I've been watching the Rockettes. I love watching the Rockettes. I'd have loved to have been a Rockette if I was taller, good looking and could dance, which I'm none of them. So I've really no chance ever, but you know, I could do an ASMR video and be one if I wanted. High kicks, can you imagine me? Oh, relaxing high kicks. That would be terrible. Yes, see, that's how I like to start shopping early and get the odd wee thing in, so that it's not as bad when it comes to Christmas. I've already got a few wee things in. But for my girlies, I always get the pyjamas. Yes, open-minded. He did eat the boiled steak, and he was going, it's the cut of meat. He's going, it's not the way it was cooked perfectly. The steak was cooked perfectly. Gordon Ramsay would have loved the way I cooked that steak, but it's the cut of steak, that's why it's so rubbery. Everybody in the chat's going, you boiled it. It's because it was boiled. Boiled with a full bulb of garlic, not a clove, full bulb of garlic, there you are. Sky, I doubt it. I don't know how they would do that now because of the social distancing. It'd be air kisses. It'd be air kisses to people with the mistletoe. But you know what I'm wondering about Halloween? Now, I always like to get lots of things for the kids, and I don't know how Halloween stands this year. Does anybody know? Because I like to get little toys and things like that. You can understand parents would be worried going to people's houses. But that'd be terrible if Halloween was cancelled. Especially because I've got a big smoke machine. No, Sky, I'll give you air kisses here. I'll make up for it. I'll give you a couple just now. There, Sky. Oh. Oh my goodness, stay away from the drama. Please. Stay away from the drama. Just watch ASMR. I've got blood pressure tablets also. I've got 2. Do you know, I'm quite happy analysis about that, because see my wee dog, seeing that it'll still happen here. My wee dog is absolutely terrified of fireworks, Poppy. Mr. Mikey doesn't really bother, but Poppy squeezes into tiny spaces and stuff like that. You want to see her. In fact, what I do is I keep my wardrobe open and try and make a little bed in there for her to go in, but she's, see her, it's heartbreaking to see her. You need to phone them and say it's an emergency. I'm on 2 blood pressure tablets. One lot of blood pressure tablets didn't cut it with me. They had to introduce a second. So I take 2 in the morning. So I do. I never thought I had high blood pressure, because you can't really feel it, if you know what I mean. You can't really feel it. And it was before I was getting the operation in my leg, actually. And it was my pre-op assessment. And they said that my blood pressure was absolutely sky high. The both figures were in the triple digits. And they made me wear a blood pressure thing for 24 hours, even sleeping. And even sleeping, my blood pressure was sky high. So that's when they gave me the 2 different kinds of blood pressure tablet. I'm a walking disaster, really. I mean, there's not much I haven't got. I've not got VD. That's something I can assure you that's not happened here ever. Analysis, they set them off in the streets anyway. I've got the big shopping centres up there, and they can't even wait until they're home. They're letting the fireworks off in the car park and stuff like that. So they are. Do you know what they were? Do you know what they were doing here? A couple of years ago. See the dog poo bin. Remember I told you about that poor lady that fell in the street, and she was at the dog poo bin across the road. They were putting fireworks inside the dog poo bin, inside it. My wee dog was terrified. So I know, I'm worried about you now. Just please try and stay away from the drama channels, because by God, see if you've not got high blood pressure, see listening to some of that stuff, you'll have it. Let's see what we're putting. Plum and nectarine. Let's do some of that. Yes, phone them. See, my chemist, my doctors, one time it was actually coming out of hospital, and I had to take all my medication in to the hospital, and I was that excited that I was coming home. I thought my medication was rubbish, and I put it in the bin, and I got home and realised all my medication was gone, and I was in a terrible state. And I phoned them up and told them, and they were good enough to write me all my prescriptions again. Virus, I know it's shocking, but this is what they do here. This is what they do, they enjoy. And they set them off during the day. Right, I don't know how good you're going to see a sparkler during the day, but they do it anyway. They can't wait to get home, as I say. They let them off in a car park up there. It's terrible, and I've tried. In fact, see on top of the fridge, I've got some tablets from the vet to give to Poppy to calm her down. I gave her them last year, and it didn't do any bit of difference. She was still terrible. So, but that's what they're doing. The dog poo bin. Now, can you imagine that was all... Imagine that was all just to explode, all that poo. Oh, oh dear. Mikey, don't. It would smell. It better not be on my house. I'd have dragged them over. I'd have dragged them over and gave them a scouring pad and some bleach. I didn't know it was just like a really loud bang. And then they just run away. In fact, I seen the police over in the bushes with a torch looking for people. See, I see everything. And I'm not even going to kid you on, it's because I was checking my mail at the time. I was right nosy looking out the window watching the police. Yes, see, the dog poo bin's metal. It's a metal bin. It's not a plastic bin. So it just kind of, the fireworks just kind of exploded inside it. But you daren't even see in, because there was a few times last year I wanted to shout out because some of the youngins had been letting the fireworks off. But see, if you were to do that, they would just do it to you even more. So they would. So it's best just to not say anything. Just mutter stuff under your breath. That's the best way. I mean, people go in for them for fireworks. You know how years ago you'd get somebody to go into the shop to get you a bottle of vodka? Well, maybe that's just me. But back in the day, I was naughty and that's the kind of thing I done. Nowadays it's going to go and get me a box of fireworks. I ain't bother, what kind do you want? Right, you've got that. And then on the other hand, I was buying Christmas crackers and the machine went beep, beep, beep to check my age on Christmas crackers. You know, I had a vision in my head of me standing somewhere with a Christmas cracker and saying to people, stand back, I've got a Christmas cracker, I'm going to pull it and get you back. Oh, don't. Hi, sweet Judith, good morning. Oh, your best not virus. Thank you, Judith, very much. That might be the postman. No, maybe it's not. My son's meant to be watching for the postman. I might be doing an unboxing live. Yes, mental illness. People have got it all wrong. People have got it all wrong. People don't understand, or they don't want to understand. You know what I mean? I've dealt with a lot of stuff too. As I say, I've been in and out of hospital since I was 6 months old, guys. 6 months old. And back in the days when I get kept in hospital, my mum, is Keely there? Oh, Keely, I hope you enjoy your video when you do see it. Back in the days, your mum and dad couldn't stay with you. So my mum and dad would go home and leave me in a hospital myself, which was hard, you can imagine. And then having no friends, because when I came out of hospital, all my friends had moved on to other people, you know what I mean? So I've got a lot of mind F problems, not want to say the bad word, but you know, sometimes I can be in my head really badly, and it's good. Do you know something? It's great to come on here and talk to yous. It helps an awful lot. I used to wonder why people done it, but I kind of get it now, because instead of sitting myself with all these thoughts swirling around my brain, I come on and have a laugh and joke and talk to yous. Thank you, Virus. Yes, see, a lot of now I'm not just I do enjoy eating right, but I don't eat as much as what you would think. A lot of the medication that I'm on piles the weight on you. The one that stops me producing estrogen for that's in itself one that puts the weight on. But I do enjoy eating as well. But you know, not as much as what you would think. So I'm here. I know what it's like. I've been there and done it. Been in my own head way too much. I think people are a bit better now than what they used to be, though, because you can say that you've got depression now and you're anxious and stuff like that. See, back at first of all, when I was telling the doctor my symptoms and stuff, I was absolutely terrified he was going to commit me. I thought, I'm going to tell him that I'm having these bad thoughts, not about anyone else, about doing things to myself, and he's going to put me away. That's what I thought originally, because this was going back a wee while. So that was I was awful worried to open up to the doctor in case he went, right, that's you're going in, hen, you know, and put me away. But it turns out he put me on medication. And do you know something that I've done? Not recently, this was like years ago. I thought I started taking my tablets, and I thought, do you know something? I don't know why I'm taking these tablets, because I feel perfectly okay. I feel fine. I don't know why I'm taking these tablets every day. Stopped the tablets. Within a week or 2 weeks, I was back at it again, thinking that the whole world, including my kids, my mum and dad, everybody would be better if I wasn't here. I was bringing everyone down. It was my fault, everything. Oh, that was all resurfacing in my head again. And I thought, no, and went back to the doctor and said to the doctor about me stopping the medication. So I know not to do that ever again. And don't ever do that. Oh, I've put on a lot of weight, but do you know, I don't know if that's the meaning or not. Peter! Want to see them? I'm doing an iron and they're going crazy.
I'm trying to sleep, okay?
You might be watching for the postman.
Okay.
Let's see what was I saying? What was I saying? I'll remember in a minute or two. See, things like that happening. Maybe they've just not found the right one. I went through a lot before they kind of fixed me, basically. Judith, that's absolutely marvellous. That is marvellous. See, I tried to do like meditation and things like that, but I just couldn't get the thoughts. I couldn't get a clear mind at all. There was just so much going on in my mind, so many demons. Even though I did pray, I mean, look there, I've got my cross on today. Even though I did pray and everything like that, I couldn't knock these. Do you know when I actually realised that there was something wrong with me? And it was actually when I came back from Florida. The first time I'd came back from Florida, the girls were only wee, and I ended up falling out with everyone in my family. I wasn't talking to my mum, I wasn't talking to my dad, I wasn't talking to my ex-husband, I wasn't talking to the girls. I'm sitting in a separate bit of the airport and they're all over there chatting away and everything like that. And I thought to myself, hold on a minute, there's something strange about this, that I'm blaming them for it. They're all sitting talking away and I'm the one sitting myself. That's when I realised, here, is it me? It was me. But I'm good now. I'm I'm happy now. But yes, I have put on a lot of weight, but it's better having weight than being dead. And that's the way I feel. If I was to stop my cancer medication and all that kind of stuff, I would be dead. So I'd rather be a chubby, a live person. Yes, see, some days I'm triggered, but most of the time I'm good. See, recently I've been so happy, and I think doing my channel and talking to you is a big part of that. So thank you to all of yous, because you really do help. When I feel down, or even that racism comment, see, things like that get me, and I thought maybe see if I've been racist. I don't know what I'll do. If I've been, I've not realised that I was racist calling someone a Karen, you know, but see if that was a racist term and I was going about saying it, I would be devastated with myself for doing it. But talking to you, I realised it was probably a Karen that said that comment. And my swimming's great for me. My swimming's marvellous for me. Yes. See how schizophrenia, that's people, a lot of people are, a lot of people have misconceptions, if that's the word for it, about that, you know, and think that people that with schizophrenia are all going to kill you. That's basically what people think. They don't realise that it's just a chemical imbalance in your brain, like every other thing, and medicated people can be absolutely fine. Oh yes, you need to know your triggers, so please don't go near the drama channels just now until you get your blood pressure tablets, because I don't see, when I'm listening to the drama channels now, I don't know half these people that they're talking about. So they're talking about people and I don't know who they are. So, and I get triggered and I don't know them. But it's all horrible. It's all, I've not got the energy for that. I've not got the energy for that kind of fighting all the time. That's all your channel is about, is just fighting with people. You know, well, each to their own. I don't get it. It's not enjoyable. I like watching Joey the Otter. And if I've not got that, the Rockettes, I like to watch that kind of thing. And you know what else I've been watching? Alaska, things about Alaska, because Alaska looks amazing and it's very snowy. Yes, virus. See, I know that people get hallucinations. There was a girl on YouTube, she's not a YouTuber, but there's a documentary on YouTube, and this girl had a hallucination, and it was of the clown, the It clown. And she says it's there all the time, but the way that she deals with it, she knows it's a hallucination, she knows it's not there, and she avoids it, so she knows it's over there, she won't look over there, and she knows that things that trigger that is the colour red and the colour white seem to trigger this particular hallucination. So and she also said if there was Oscars for the best actors, it would be people with schizophrenia that would win these, because they've got to constantly try and act normal. You know what I mean? So, but some people just, they don't know what they're talking about, and they think people with schizophrenia are all murderers. No, that's where they go straight away. Yes, Swamp Man. I've not seen Swamp Man for a while. I don't know. I kind of got bored with Swamp Man. You know, he wasn't doing it for me anymore. Open-minded. Yeah, I like Kosa. I like to watch things like that. People with their babies. Yes. Watching cute puppies or kittens on YouTube always makes me smile. Well, anyway, I think I'm going to go now. But listen, I'm here anyway for yous, and thank yous all for your nice comments about my brother. I'll let yous know tomorrow, hopefully, how he's got on. Hopefully he'll be out tomorrow. But thank you very much for everyone for coming in and talking to me, and I love yous all, and I hope yous have a good day. Bye everyone.